You're safe now.
Safe? I don't want to be safe, Mystios. I want to look deep into Lydia's eyes just once more, even if it kills me.
Be smart, be cautious, and with my help, you will look into your lover's eyes again. It doesn't need to cost your life. You know, I don't want to call you forever.
My name's Brice.
Kassandra.
Lydia's waiting for me, Kassandra. If I'd been captured, I'd never have to wait for her.
Then let's not disappoint her. Where was she taken?
From our sanctuary, the Dread Ruins in the Petrified Valley.
And you're surprised she was taken by a creature?
It's not safe here. We need to leave the city.
Well, I mean, let's go. So hello everybody, welcome back to Assassin's Creed Odyssey. It is about 5 seconds since the last part ended that I started recording this. The only thing I've done is I killed the one mercenary that was hunting me.
Where are you going?
Well, I mean, if Phobos ever gets his fucking ass in gear. Where the hell did he... There we go. It's about time you showed up. Alright, let us away. So yeah, I just killed the one mercenary that was following me because she was there and, you know, then I didn't have to worry about her showing up during this video. So yeah, we're going to hunt Medusa with Brice here. And then we'll head back to Atlantis and see. This may very well be a short part because I don't want to start the legacy of the First Blade DLC in this part. I would rather save that and just start that next week. Oh, hello. Oh my, this is ruined. All right. So yeah, like this here is the location that I hadn't been to on the map yet. Oh.
This place is ours, Lydia's and mine. A forbidden place for forbidden love.
Not much of a love nest. I've seen more romantic funerals.
I found scraps of her clothes leading to the Writhing Dread's lair. Please, we need to hurry.
Time to find Lydia. You lead the way.
But yeah, I don't want to start the DLC today because, I mean, odds are there's going to be, and I didn't look up, I realized I said I was going to look up the Lost Tale. I didn't, because, you know, I just didn't. Because I have a feeling that what's left here is probably going to take like it's probably going to take close to an hour. Or at least close enough to an hour that I won't feel like I need to do something else. And like the only achievements I got left have to do with, well, granted, there are secret achievements.
This place? It's empty of life.
We enter the realm of the Writhing Dread. Listen. It's as if sound itself is afraid of what the fog veils.
It's getting hard to breathe. Even the air is dead.
Anyway,
These statues are unnervingly lifelike. And their faces are contorted in fear.
It destroys all living things, transforming them to stone and leaving them frozen in fear for all eternity.
I'll just let them
If
continue.
Lydia-
Yeah.
If she's stone, how will we bury her? She'll never meet Charon. Lydia! Lydia!
A scrap of clothing. My guess, Lydia's. Whatever tore it from her was savage.
See, like, how does Medusa get out, though? Like, I'm guaranteed gonna have to use this disc to get in, right? Otherwise, what the fuck is the point of the disc even existing, right? Yeah. So how the hell did Medusa get out to grab her?
Lydia! That's her! Kassandra, she's alive!
We need to get inside. But I see no openings. And the walls are too smooth to climb.
She shouldn't be in there. She should be in my arms. Her breath, her smell.
Oh my god, we get it.
Every night we'd meet at the Dread Ruins. I was late, just once. I wanted to find her a rose. Something as perfect as she is. This is my fault. If I'd gotten there in time.
Then you'd both be trapped inside.
Together?
You were searching for a rose. A gift. Never regret an act of kindness, Brice.
Thank you.
What do you know about this place?
Ligia is a daughter of Artemis. Her people trained here long ago. A legend tells of an ancient artifact they recovered in a pit full of snakes. She believed they still had it, hidden in their village on Chios.
I'll find it.
There's also a mercenary, a man who claims he killed the creature.
Impossible.
But many believe him. He might know something.
This mercenary, the slayer of the writhing dread, where can I find him?
He waits in a temple atop the hill in ancient peril. Champions from all over seek to challenge him to build their reputations, but there is no way he killed the creature. If he did, how was Ligia taken?
Did you see the creature yourself?
No, but only the writhing dread would be strong enough to take Ligia. She's too fierce. And too stubborn.
I'll find a way inside, and then I'll kill this creature.
And I'll find Ligia the rose I should have given her that night. Someone, I tell you, in another time will remember us.
The poet Sappho.
Our favorite. Please, Kassandra, hurry.
The region of the ancient pearl.
Okay, so I'm guessing then I do have to go and talk to the mercenary first then? Come on. Quest completed, Heart to Artemis. I'm guessing that's for collecting the Gorgon disc. Multiple quests accepted. I feel like that's probably a lie at this point. Find and talk to the mercenary, yeah. Alright. He's at the Ancient Pearl, which is good because he's at the top of it, which means I can just fast travel. Awesome. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. Because, I mean, Medusa, it depends, I guess, on what they go for Medusa. Because, I mean, generally Medusa, you know, like, you know, half snake, obviously snakes in her hair. But there have been versions of Medusa I've seen where she was human, like not the big snake tail. And then there's been versions where, like, her reflection doesn't petrify you. And there have been versions where she could actually petrify herself if she looked at her own reflection. So, I mean...
There's the temple on the hill.
I mean, we'll see how this goes. I would imagine, like, I could see them doing the snake thing, but once again, I feel like that would take a lot of programming for that fight, you know?
Excuse me?
We're born into darkness and rise up to the greatest peaks, before descending into darkness once more.
A warrior and a sophist. This is a first.
It is not philosophy, it's truth. Learned through violence, fate, and seeing evil. True evil.
You're talking about the writhing dread.
The creature. When it ambushed us outside, we thought only of survival. My spear allowed me to stay out of its gaze. I was lucky. My friends weren't.
Tell me how you were able to defeat the creature.
It all happened so fast. We had a plan to break into the temple and corner it, but it ambushed us before we got inside. There was no time for strategy after that.
Why go after the creature in the first place?
We were hired to steal an ancient item from within its lair by masked soldiers.
Tell me about the item they wanted you to steal.
Truth is, I don't even think they knew exactly what it is. After I killed the creature, I went to search the lair, but it was sealed.
I'll leave you with your heavy thoughts.
When fighting your own battles is all that is left, you are already lost.
You're fighting the ghosts of your friends.
Really?
Are
But I
you
don't
ready
want to talk.
face your destiny?
Don't want his fucking
Give me
spear,
that
though.
spear.
We are warriors, To let it go without a fight would be to dishonor my fallen friends.
The retired. God, that's a lot of hits. Sorry, buddy, but I mean... You know, just like the more you do shit to people, like the less sense it makes that they're alive. Oh god, I have a feeling, yeah. Way to fucking bust in on another fight, you... Really, Kassandra? Really? Oh, piss off. Okay, first things first, get rid of the dog. Really? So you can't be staggered then, eh?
You can't take much more.
Fucking hell. I fucking hate the mercenaries. Why are they here? Like fucking hell. I'm in the middle of a fucking quest. Like, piss off. They're so fucking annoying. Especially now since, like, all the mercenaries are the same fucking level as me, basically. It's just constant bullshit. Like, I wanted to fight this guy, just warrior. Like, I didn't start with my assassin gear and heroic strike him to death. I just wanted to fight him. And then I get fucking, like... And then I try my overpower attack and Kassandra slashes fucking nothing. The mercenary system in this game fucking sucks ass. Like, Jesus fucking Christ. Alright, where the hell is this mercenary? Where are you, you fucking whore? Get your fucking ass out here. I'm going to murder you so fucking hard. Come here, you fucking cunt bag. Like, Jesus Christ. Trying to fucking do a quest. And you have to come and fucking ruin it. Like a fucking asshole. Like a fucking piece of shit. Fuck you. Shut your goddamn whore mouth. Fucking bullshit. Fucking hate the goddamn mercenaries. It is such a fucking pain in the ass. Like, they're either pointless because they're not there, or they show up at the worst fucking times imaginable. Alright, asshole.
Excuse me? You're...
Yeah. Let's just make sure Kassandra gets all the information that she got last time.
Tell me. Give...
Let's go!
Nothing special about this spear.
Like, fucking hell. It's just so fucking annoying. Like, I just... Ugh. I hate it so much. Like, so fucking much I hate it. Because, like, that's the only time they ever, like... Because here's the thing, right? Either you see them coming and you decide to deal with them and you set it up and you fight them and it's fine. Like, there's no benefit to it, right? Because, like, as soon as you start getting, like, full sets of equipment, the gear you get from them, which, you know, you do need to kill some mercenaries to get that gear. But, like, after you start getting some full sets from them, the gear they drop is fucking worthless. You get hunted for no fucking reason whatsoever half the time.
That
Like,
was a waste of time. Leah waits and we've done nothing to help her.
Not exactly. The mercenary carried this spear, which he claims killed the writhing dread.
No, the creature took Leah. It can't be dead. It waits in its lair even now.
Then there may be a piece of this puzzle we don't yet understand.
Have you found a way inside the lair?
Leah's story was true. The daughters of Artemis were protecting this... disc... key, this... I have what opens the lair.
And you didn't hurt any of the daughters when you took it?
There was no need for violence. The daughters of Artemis didn't even know I was there.
Then Tiki truly is on our side.
I do believe that's
Lydia
true
still
as
stands
well.
a chance.
Like, I honestly do believe. You know, I'm fucking. I mean, these creatures have been really fucking strong, so I will start with this equipped. Wait, how much adrenaline? Okay, good. I got 2 points of adrenaline. Because yeah, when I was there was like 3 different caves or something around the forest. I did kill some of them in the middle, but I think like the cave itself that had the disc in it, there was no point in killing them.
Please, wait!
Lydia! Lydia!
So Medusa can get in and out of here without the disc, but we can't. I mean, unless there's going to be like a separate exit, but I don't know. Anyway, as for the killing,
You have no idea what... Breeze! Angry
Like-
snakes. A bad omen.
fuck you. Oh yeah, there's another one there. Now, odds are this is worthless. Yeah, obsidian and precious gems. But as for like the heroes have killed them, but yet they're not really dead. I mean, that's because they never took the artifacts off of them, right? Like, you needed the artifacts to finish them off. That was like the whole... Oh. Like, that's the whole, like, ghost thing that happens every time we kill them. I'm assuming is, like, if I hadn't pulled out the artifact, then it would have killed. Then it would have killed me. Hey, look at it, it's Medusa. And no snake tail, it looks like.
Lydia? It's me. Breeze. Breeze!
I don't... Oh, I see. Okay, so... Oh, well, I guess I gotta wait for that animation to finish. Okay, can I switch? I'm not sure. Okay, I can. I'll definitely need that if she's gonna be doing this shit. Come here, Medusa. Ooh, that was a big chunk of damage. Oh god, oh god. Fuck is she? Oh, there you are. Oh god, oh god. No. I imagine that's just like a damage over time thing. Oh, now I must hide. Okay, so she's gonna summon some more heroes, some more champions here. Fucking hell. Oh my, I am turning to stone. Fucking hell. You know what? Boom. Good God. So that really fucking freezes me up if I don't get out of the view a bit quick enough. Oh, she's almost at the halfway mark. Oh, fuck. Fuck that up. Oh, God. Oh my God. That fucking stone. I didn't know that going out from behind cover was actually a thing that you could do. No. So it doesn't look like Medusa is, oh god, she's gonna do that again. Like, it doesn't look like Medusa's, oh fuck, what was I gonna say? Gonna have, like, a secondary, like, form thing. Here, I'll do this. Ooh. I don't know. Okay, well that's fine. Because that won't work. But I was just thinking, doing this might not actually be that good of an idea if, that. Come on. Because, like, I don't know, like, that fucking, beam of hers. Fucking. Oh. Oh, God. Oh. Okay, let's just finish him off. So, oh, come on. Go, get her again. Boosh. Get her, yes. Oh. Get her again. There we go. See, I didn't think they were going to use Snake Medusa. There we go. Just mainly because, like...
must have picked up the artifact and...
just because, like, it would have been way too hard to program in, like, the actual combat moves in that. Oh, just rip the snake off of her.
Someone, I tell you, in another time, will remember us.
Achievement. Defeat Medusa. Got the Medusa figurehead, the Harp of Perseus, and the prize Medusa. So let's check out the sword. That was a hard fucking fight. I'll give him that. That fight was fucking hard. Oh, it's a hunter sword. Alright, well, I mean, I don't really care about that. That doesn't look like it's very good. Just a cooldown on shit. But, if we go to quest now, the Gates of Atlantis. Now, unlocked everything, so that's good. So now we can go and seal Atlantis. That was a hard fucking fight. Like, I am that. Like, the Minotaur fight was pretty fucking easy. The Cyclops fight was super easy because I'd already done 2 of those. And obviously the Sphinx I didn't actually fight, so that may have been a difficult fight. I still don't think that you would be able to, like, the fact that they went with human Medusa instead of snake Medusa kind of leads me to believe that there was no way to fight the Sphinx. Either that or else the Sphinx would have turned into a person when it fought you. Just because, like, it takes a lot more programming to get, like, a monster to fight somebody than another human, right? Like, they already have, like, a bunch of moves in that. Like, they would have just had to throw in a few special moves for Medusa, which they did, obviously, to make her a hard fight. Honestly, though, once again, it wasn't, like, because this happens a lot, where it's not the boss itself that's hard. It's the fact that it has extra people with it that makes it difficult and, like, a real pain in the ass.
This artifact will help us close off the temple.
You're nearly as stubborn as its former owner.
I'm assuming that was the Minotaur then, stubborn like a bull. Yep. that Australia?
Acquiring contemporaneity. Acquiring a voice, that's what. I'm taking over your recordings. The humans have had enough of your pompous speeches.
Oh, fuck. They gotta stop putting pauses in shit, man. They put too long of a pause.
This artifact will bring us closer to seeing the temple.
It nearly brought me closer to my tombstone.
Oh, I think this one's Medusa's. Yeah, that was that was definitely the hardest fight out of them.
You treat humans as useful apes. How many artifacts have you created to control their minds? Do you fear their potential that much? Just look at what humans have achieved on their own. Democracy and diplomacy. A legacy of culture and art. We could share in this if you just treat them as equals. In your desperate search for immortality, you've ignored the obvious. You run endless simulations to find one in which nothing changes. It's pointless. Change will come, and not just the so-called end of the world you fear. You call yourselves saviors, but tell me, would this doomsday have appeared had you not pulled on the threads of the universe in the first place?
I feel like she's having a conversation, but we're only hearing her side. That's what's with the pauses.
You don't speak for all of us anymore. I am as issue as you, but I will no longer be part of your exploitation.
Those who came before, they speak to us and show us revelations. Though these words of disapproval are troubling.
The gods have argued before. Athena and Poseidon competed for Athens. I wonder if Alethea won control of this place.
Ancient adventurer, I made this recording to try to help you. I'm sorry if it's confusing. We Isu see various pasts and futures, and I know you'll be here more than once. My fellow precursors set endless challenges in your path. Artifacts, creatures. Don't get me started on the Olympus project. Their meddling got out of hand. I have no easy answers for you. Your future depends on a multitude of choices you have to make for yourself. I'm sorry if so many of them end in pain. Your playwright's tragedies are your real oracle. But please, don't give up. You are more important than you can imagine. And like your own Pandora, I have one thing left to offer you. Hope. Despair is not our only legacy. You're like me, a rebel against your destiny. You're not just a mercenary, you're a hero for the ages. Hold fast to what you know is true, and you will overcome. Claim your place in history. All that is terrible and beautiful in this world is your birthright. Take it.
Her words are for you, Eagle Bearer. My preparations bear fruit. The potential of your bloodline is proven by the precursors themselves.
Alethea says she can see the future. Many futures. Can this be a true oracle?
Alright, are you finally done now? I feel like we didn't actually miss anything there, thankfully. It seemed to just continue off. Like, we may have missed a couple lines, but overall I feel like we didn't miss anything. So that's good. So this one's the Sphinxes.
Ah, good word. Was it hard to obtain the artifact?
Its owner had many questions for me. You should have come along.
Ancient scholar, you stretched your life to the breaking point. I see you hiding yourself from the world, puzzling out the words of my fellow precursors. Please, listen to my advice. You're analyzing the equations of reality itself. You've gotten further than any other human has. That is both amazing and terrible. It's clear to me that even this tiny dose of cosmic understanding has twisted your mind. I'm sorry. The precursors should never have shared knowledge you weren't ready for. You live in obsessive darkness. You must understand that this focus on power and bloodlines is not your true legacy. The precursors have manipulated you. They're turning your problem-solving intellect to their own selfish ends. You're better than this. Make your own legacy. Let your mathematical discoveries be the glorious sunbeams that shine out past your tomb. Please, Scholar, clear your mind and focus on your present situation. At this moment, you possess a powerful artifact. It has extended your life long enough. As hard as it may be, it's time to pass it on. It's someone else's turn to balance the equations.
Solid kill yourself from the precursors.
This is research. This is discovery of the very origins of the world.
It is an opinion, Pythagoras. Though one with reason behind it, I believe.
Silence is preferable to empty words.
Dude, I wonder. I mean, I don't know. I don't. Oh, fuck. I don't know. Because it's like the Staff of Hermes one. So here's the Cyclops one then. That's all we got left. Let's see what comment he has with this.
Was it difficult to find this artifact?
I just had to keep my eye on it.
The puns, man.
Traveler of many times, congratulations on making it this far. I'm glad we can share this message out of time, this fragment of reality. I'm recording this just for you, even if those living in the past won't understand it. Our simulated realities will cross sooner or later.
So she's talking to like our chick,
Or do you
not
think you're really
Cassandra.
here now, listening to this recording? Isn't this an animus recreation? Isn't it part of a greater simulation? How far do the ripples in the pool spread? Let's talk, rebel to rebel. We've been held back too long by precursor rules. It's time for new paths with new possibilities. This is not an era of control, but of creation. I've gathered some like-minded precursors to make a new start. We'll stop interfering and start enabling. From your point of view, it will take a considerable amount of time to prepare. But when we're ready, you're welcome to join us. After all you have to do is press a button and run another simulation.
This is madness. Fiction. Where I thought there would be wisdom, there is only the garbled babbling of a fool.
Pythagoras, calm yourself. Maybe this invention was meant for someone else. There's no need to lose your reason over mere words.
Yeah, he's being a real prick here. The Mace of Atlantis. It's only purple? Really?
This is incredible. The knowledge stored here is overwhelming. It will take me years to decipher it all.
What about sealing Atlantis? Have you found a way to do it?
Oh, yes, I think so.
Well, what is it?
The staff is the key.
All right, it's time.
I can't, not yet.
We can't stay here. We don't have the time.
There's so much to learn. With this knowledge, we can turn the tide of fate.
That is not our destiny. You said so yourself. You're losing sight of what's important.
I will not be ordered around or lectured by you.
It
Are
was
we
your
gonna have to
plan
fight him?
seal this place, and I agreed to help.
That was before I realized what we would uncover about the first civilization. The creation of humankind.
We are sealing this place to keep the cult from using it to enslave humanity. That is bigger than your quest for knowledge.
The cult will be nothing but an insect to swat once the power is ours.
It's too dangerous to leave this place open. And you know it.
You wouldn't understand.
Your pride will cost us all in the end.
It's not about pride.
What good is knowledge if you curse all of humanity in the process? It's what you wanted to avoid in the first place. Sometimes it's better if we find our own path. We are not ready for the power this place offers.
You're right. I cannot save humanity directly, but I can save it from itself. This is your burden now. Humanity's fate will be decided by the choices you make.
I understand.
Kassandra, choose wisely.
Wow, that was fast. I mean, generally life-extending things, you know, they kind of just like freeze your body in time, right? So like when you give up the thing or you lose the thing, you know, you just start aging from that point. You generally don't just insta-die, but I mean, whatever. Staff of Hermes transmit... I don't know what the fuck that means. Alright, so now we can seal Atlantis, but first I want to check the staff out since it's actual... I'm glad that at least that one is a legendary weapon and not a fucking... oh, look at this, even a warrior damage. Low chance to gain a 30% health shield when hit. Oh, okay, that's interesting. Be fighting, all of a sudden you get hit and then all of a sudden you have more health. It's like, fuck.
Atlantis is too dangerous. I must seal it.
Alright, this should be like final cutscene of the base game, right? I mean, there can't be anything else. Although I guess we will have to go out of the Animus, I'm assuming, because I guess that's why we hadn't got kicked out of the Animus in a while, because like the whole point was kind of to be going through, or to get to Atlantis. Since we're, you know, what's her face? I can't remember her name. This chick is in Atlantis, right? So I guess that kind of makes sense that the Atlantis bit would be the part that kicks us back out of the Animus.
Everything in order? Then, open sesame. So much power. The nodes are interconnected in ways I couldn't imagine. This is more complex than any Isu temple we found. Lisbon, the Arctic.
I'm recording everything, Layla. You're going to be a hero for discovering.
Do you see the staff anywhere?
Not yet, but there's more to explore. I'll find it. The mechanism should be open. What's wrong?
I don't know, Layla. I'll check my notes on the Isu.
Oh, we're missing the Minotaur.
Oh, I see it. There's a beam of light missing. Time to troubleshoot.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know how long this part's gonna take, but this is why I didn't want to start it in the last part, because I kind of assumed that it would be a much longer thing. Although I guess we could have went and fought Medusa in the last part. There's really no reason we couldn't have done that. Instead of doing that, well, no, I guess not, because like that fisherman quest. It would have been weird to throw the fisherman quest in here. Oh,
Layla,
one of these
that
puzzles.
pillar looks like it can move. Those pillars seem to have mirrors on them. If you
There we go.
manipulate those light beams, they might illuminate something important.
Yeah. Okay, so this one is definitely not... okay, let's let go of that one. Am I able to move anything else? No, okay, so I need to move this one first. Oh, I do need to move that one back. Because it's not bouncing off the right thing here. Although, by the looks of it, it shouldn't be bouncing off that thing at all. But, you know, whatever. It also makes very little sense that this is what's out of place. There we go. Get it nice and centered. Also, wait, what? That's bouncing. Oh, I see. Okay, so if that's bouncing over there, then I probably need this. Oh, whoops. This maybe? Because, yeah, it doesn't really make sense that this thing is what's incorrect, right? Get nice and centered-ish. Now that's sending it... How is that not... Oh, I see, because that side's not the mirror side. But, no, that doesn't make... Okay, so this one then. There we are. So wait, did the other one just happen to line up properly or something? Hang on. No, it just straight up didn't bounce off that one. I'm assuming that one was in the road then, if I had to guess. Oh shit. It's a good thing there's water there. I forgot that I wasn't Kassandra anymore. I don't know if she could survive a fall that long. I mean, I don't know if the bleed effect will give her Kassandra's immunity to fall damage or not. I mean, I still don't know where the staff is, but Kassandra took it with her, so it'd make very little sense that the staff would be here.
What? True knowledge exists in knowing that you know nothing. A good friend told me that once.
Possible. Kassandra?
Yes. I used to be called the Eagle Bearer, but Icarus is long gone.
I've been searching for you. But you can't. It's...
You weren't really looking for me, were you?
It works! The Isu artifact, the staff of Hermes Trismegistus.
You must have so many questions, Layla.
You know my name?
Maybe the gods told me. Maybe I had a vision of the future. Maybe the device in your ear is noisy.
Sorry.
I came here with a purpose. To find you. And put an end to what I started many centuries ago.
I have your spear. Would you like it back?
Oh. No. You can keep it. It's broken.
But... you used it broken. It was powerful.
I used it to defeat enemies even Herodotus could not describe. But everything must come to an end. I left it to him when its power was exhausted. Something to remember me by.
I have so much to tell you. That staff is incredibly important. It kept you alive. How?
Ask a student of Hippocrates. I hear he still has some. The staff served its purpose.
My friends and I are trying to keep it out of the hands of the Templar Order.
Listen to me. Order, chaos. If either triumphs alone, the world dies. I tried to bring an end to chaos, and it has only led to ruin.
I used to assist Order. Now I fight for choice, freedom, chaos.
Pythagoras was right. You are the key to the prophecy. You will restore the balance, Layla. I have fought in too many wars. I have seen too many people die. I have walked from one end of the earth to the other. This belongs to you now. Promise me one thing.
Anything.
When you are done, destroy it. Destroy them all.
There's so much of the story I haven't seen. I should go back to the Animus and visit Kassandra again.
See, now that really does lead, like, I feel like they fucked up with their endings here. Because, like, there's 3 endings, right? There's the ending of your Odyssey, there's the ending of the Cult, and there's the ending of Atlantis, right? And I feel like the ending of the Cult and the ending of Atlantis are fucked up. Because no matter which one you do first, the other one doesn't make sense. Like, the fact that I did the Cult one first, it showed me stuff that just happened. And it didn't make sense. Like, it showed me Kassandra in a suit. And it's like, why is Kassandra in a suit? That didn't make sense. And, like, now, if I went back and did that part, it would make no sense that she was getting this vision from. Like, I don't know. Just doesn't make sense.
What are you two doing here?
You know us. Always on your tail. Old Herodotus couldn't wait to see you.
I told you, Varnavas. Sira is said to hold a secret. A secret no one can fathom.
Yes, but a lost world?
It's perfectly possible. Atlantis may exist.
Sounds like Hui to me, but he's insistent about it.
Herodotus is right. Atlantis exists.
Incredible.
It's true. I can't believe it. Tell me everything.
I'll tell you someday. It's too complicated for small talk.
It's not me, is it? I've proven I'm very competent.
I'm exhausted, Varnavas.
And ignore him. When you're ready, I'm all ears. I need every last detail.
It's all right. But none of this can ever pass your lips. This stays between us.
You have my word.
But the world needs to know. We could tell the most amazing tale of our time.
Herodotus.
Oh, fine.
Then it's settled. Let's move forward.
Like always.
We've learned a lot, haven't we? You know it all.
Speak for yourself. I'm on the hunt for truth. Gods know not all your myths are accurate.
They come from the gods themselves, who are the most reliable sources we have.
You've both been a great help to me. It doesn't matter who's right or wrong.
And you would know, as the eagle-bearing demigod you are.
Perhaps she, too, is immortal.
Sure I am.
I do know one thing for certain. This has been an Odyssey I won't forget.
All right. So, I mean, I guess this is meant to be like the true ending, eh? So it said there, it had something about tracking a quest up there. Oh, look at that. Every story has an ending. Oh, yeah, I never did do that one, did I? I couldn't bring myself to fucking go and do it. Oh, right, because now the Air of Memories is done. All right. So I got a thing on the oh, right, because I got the new figurehead. I got the Medusa one. I'll throw that on. I didn't get a Cyclops one. So yeah, like that was obviously meant to be, like this one here is obviously meant to be like the true ending to the game. I don't know how long that Air of Memories is, like this guy here, like his, like there's the Lost Tale. That makes sense that, because I knew there was one left. So if we look at the achievements then, the Air of Memories, which is that, and every story has an, oh no. Every story has that Air of Memories in every story. Okay, let's see. Okay, so the Era of Memories is the Fate of Atlantis DLC, and then Every Story Has an Ending is the Lost Tale. So, yeah, I mean, I guess next week we'll start with the Lost Tale, but that's, as far as I'm concerned, the end of the game. I mean, this one was obviously meant to be the last one, so you were meant to do the finish the cult first. Once again, I'm saying that just based on like the way this ended. Like that seemed like a good end to the game, but it was dampened a bit by the ending of the cult. Like by that little flashback that you had when you touched the artifact that showed things that happened during the end of this quest. It was dampened a bit like that. Honestly, the fact that Kassandra was alive at the end isn't like the biggest shock to me, especially after the end of the cult that showed it. But I feel like they should have done more with that. Like, I feel like it was just kind of tossed in there, right? Like, there was no real... I don't know. It just seemed, like, weirdly out of place to me. That it was her at the end. And all that. I don't know. Once again, just because, like, obviously she hadn't been in it up until that point. So, like, but she was wearing a suit. And, like, she said that she had walked from one end of the earth to the other. But, I mean, if she's been alive since this point in time, I mean, that's a very small chunk of her life to do that. But, like, she was obviously wearing, like, a modern-day suit, which means that she wasn't in Atlantis for this, like, once again, for the span of her lifetime. She must have been waiting in Atlantis for a very small amount or something, or she had returned to it as we returned to it or something. Like, it just feels like, I don't know. It's weird. Like, it was a good ending. And it does let you, obviously, like, because the way, like, this is the first time where I've enjoyed the Animus stuff, because it let you end Kassandra's story with leaving it open for you going back, right? Like, going back into it now, it makes sense that anything could have happened in between there, right? Like, anything could have happened in between the end of this game and her showing back up there. So, I mean, that's fine, but... I don't know. Once again, it may also just be that the end of the cult thing... I don't know. I didn't like the cult ending. The end of the Odyssey with your family and that was really good. The end of the Atlantis portion was really good. But the end of the cult was really, I think, just kind of... didn't ruin it, but it definitely brought the other two... Well, not so much the ending with your family. It didn't really bring that down. I think the only thing that... you know what? It did. Because you didn't, like, the end of... Like, the end of your Odyssey, the part with your family, was brought down a bit by the fact that that part ended before the cult was done. And it didn't make much sense. I feel like finishing off the cult should have been a part of the main Odyssey. And maybe you went and you fought Medusa or something, or the Cyclops or something. But the cult got a hold of one of the artifacts, which, so, like, you couldn't finish the Atlantis part. I feel like finishing the cult, like... I understand not everybody who plays this game would want to finish the cult off. But at the same time, fuck those people. I mean, it's a part of the game. It's a big part of the game. It's a big part of the story until all of a sudden it isn't. Like, obviously the Atlantis stuff was far removed from the rest of it. Like, you could very easily do the Atlantis stuff and leave it separate from the other two. But not having the end of the cult tied in with your family just kind of... It just seemed weird. Like I said, it was a very shocking ending. Like, it was a very shocking, like, shockingly abrupt ending when the Odyssey ended with your family, like, the part with your family ended. Because up until that point, defeating the cult was tied so much into that. Like, everything you did was tied to finishing off the cult, to defeating the cult, to going and getting different cultists, and defeating the sages and that. And then all of a sudden, it just no longer mattered. Like, all of a sudden, like, you got Deimos out from the cult. You saved him. Like, you saved Alexios. Or if you were playing as Alexios, obviously it would have been Kassandra. And then just the cult no longer mattered. Like, they just ignored the fact that the cult was still out there. And, like, it just seemed so abrupt. Like, it just didn't seem right. And with that, like, obviously you could go... Because, like, Deimos is obviously, like, like, you could make Deimos the last cultist, but at that point, you still would need to go and do that scene at the end. Like, even if you went and killed the rest of the cultists first, and then did the Deimos stuff, you would still have the ghost of cult, like you'd still have the main, like the leader of the cult there when you get that ending. So it's not even like you could do the cult ending and then go and finish the Odyssey. That wouldn't, like, because you just can't. It's not something you can physically do. So that doesn't make much sense. So I feel like the way that they handled the main Odyssey was fine. The way they handled the Atlantis stuff was good. But the way they handled the cult itself was really lackluster, was really not as thought out. I feel like the whole cultist thing was really thought out, but I think maybe they went too big with it. Like they threw too many cultists in, and they didn't want to make the Odyssey any longer than it was. Like the Odyssey was a good length. It hit a lot of things, and it did hit up a lot of cultists, but there were still so many cultists that I killed outside of like the quest lines, obviously. And I feel like they just threw too many cultists in and then couldn't think of a way to make them all go together without it still making sense, right? Because like I guess they didn't want to put too much of a space in between like actual interactions with your family members and that, like actual parts of the Odyssey that was there were just having to hunt random cultists. So I mean, like overall the game was great, but they didn't handle the cultists very well. And honestly, once again, I don't know if I didn't like the Atlantis ending or if it was just the fact that I had the cultist ending, which gave away part of the Atlantis ending early. And that's what made it a little bit more lackluster for me. I feel like if I hadn't done the cultists first, it may not have been as bad. Like I may not, like it would have been better. Like the Atlantis ending would have been better if I hadn't done the cultists first. But at the same time, I feel like if I had done Atlantis first, then that would have made the cultist ending the cult ending even worse, you know? So I don't know. It's complicated. But I don't have any credits to play or anything. We'll do the DLC, and I think I can play the credits from the main menu. So once we're done all the DLC, I'll throw the credits on the end of that. But yeah, next week, we'll start with Herodotus' quest here, the last lost tale of Greece. And then we'll start on the legacy of the First Blade. So thanks everybody for watching, and I will see you next week.